We are in the far southwest corner of the whole network. And then this trail connects, is one of 4 connector trails in between the 2 pieces of the network. We call the Northgate multi-use trail network. It gets a lot of pump up about being a great place to cycle, because it is. It's really fun on a bike, but we are a multi-use trail network. There's 26 kilometers of multi-use trail.
Different skill levels, although a beginner can pretty much do any of them. There are more advanced trails and some stunts and jumps and stuff like that.
We've designed and built trails similar to how ski hills have their trails, so green, blue, black.
Just this year they've really been evolving. Fantastic trails. I believe some of the best in Manitoba.
If you just moved here, I'd say come out here and start you on some of the easier trails and then work your way up. You can always go check everything out. It's a great place to learn.
Maybe we were doing Jersey Shore last year. Yeah, last year was Jersey Shore, so we did and we built the wall last year, the wall ride.
Features, yeah. Bridges.
I'm from the Dauphin area, but I had moved away for a few years after high school. And since moving back, a lot of those friends have moved away. With this group, I found a common interest with a lot of these guys here that I didn't previously know. So I've been able to make a lot of new friends, and it's been a lot of fun coming out here and building the trails. Mountain biking was something that I always liked growing up, but there just wasn't a lot of opportunities in the area for. So I want to make that something for, the future, and say my kids can enjoy.
My name is Brady Johnson. I've lived here 10 years. Since this is my first year out, and some of the guys have been here several years, there's not a chance that they could be done without the volunteers. Yeah, it's quite amazing the amount of time that some people put in. Kevin and Clayton and many of the others, they put in a lot of time, and the town really benefits because of the efforts. Yeah, going forward, Dauphin's going to have the area has a fantastic facility here. It's going to be used for years.
My name is Brennan McIntyre. I'm a superintendent for Canada Post. That's my day job. I love mountain biking. I've been mountain biking probably since 2004. Been to a lot of places out west, down in the States, Moab, and moved to Dauphin in 2012. Since then, it was not a huge community at first, but the mountain biking community has just flourished in Dauphin. It's gotten really big. And as far as mountain biking goes, just the incline, the decline that you have, you don't really see anywhere else in Manitoba, so it's pretty unique for Manitoba. You get kind of a more out west experience in terms of the mountain biking here. You'll get a lot of longer gravity-fed trails, so you'll have a long stretch where you wouldn't realize it, but you're on a decline the entire time, so you can really get some different type of biking in here, more than your usual sort of standard cross-country stuff that you usually see in Manitoba.
My name is Kevin Steinbach. I've kind of developed myself as a trail maker, and a little bit of the fine tuning. I try to get through there and make them a little bit smoother and stuff, and kind of enjoy any time there's a hill to carve the side out of it. Just get in there with the hand tools and try to make it rideable. Yeah, basically once you get a large enough trail system, it attracts people to come ride. I'm a perfect example. I've traveled all over the place, and usually if I'm going anywhere with my bike, I hit trail forks and look to see what they have for trails. For me, I do a lot of holidaying where I actually just go mountain bike. So there'll be other people coming here instead.
When COVID hit, we we were faced with a trail network that we were ready to show off and to use. And on the flip side, we had a national park that is borders right against us, and they were closed. And so we had some decisions to make on, should our trails be open, should they be closed? And we really looked at it and said, well, the national park closures are done on a national level because people are so close together in Banff and Jasper, and it was regional. So that's why our local one was closed. It wasn't regional, it was national. So here we knew that we had the ability to keep people socially distant. We know how important it is for mental health when you're cooped up and your life's kind of thrown into chaos. Everybody's life was different. To be able to get outside and just enjoy the outdoors. So our trail network never closed, and you can come out here, and if the parking lot's full, you can be out on the network and not see anybody else. They're out there, but it's big enough that we didn't have to be too concerned about that. We created an extra 1.5 kilometers of trail this summer that probably wouldn't have gotten done. The volunteers maybe wouldn't have been around as much as they were, and so that was good. It gave us an outlet too to be able to get out and create trail. You can distance yourself out there, and we did, and got a new trail out of it.
I see this area becoming a bit of a destination for people to travel to and come ride bikes.
We got world-class trails here and just growing the community.
When I moved here almost 20 years ago, hardly anyone mountain biked. I almost gave up on mountain biking because I couldn't find anyone to bike with until I found Mark, who's out here building today.
A lot of people are getting to know more of Manitoba and just all the beautiful areas.
Health is so important. We've seen it with COVID. Everybody's a little more health conscious and getting outside, and we hope to just to create a citizen base that's getting outdoors, staying active, and has a place to do it. We've been volunteer trail building out at this network for over 2 years now. It's been a while, right? As soon as it was flagged, we were out here clearing trail.
Trails are a constant upkeep type thing. Obviously, grass grows, trees grow, weeds grow. You need the person power to do it.
People involved in making the trails, then they take ownership of the trails, and just makes for more engagement and more use and just a better system.
We definitely would not have the trail system that we have now, and will continue to have without volunteers.
We've fundraised a lot of money for this network, and we've paid a lot of money to get some of the trail built and do some of the infrastructure stuff, but without volunteer hours, it's twofold. A, we wouldn't have the money to do all of what we want to do, and B, it shows community buy-in. So when you go to ask for grant money, or you go to ask sponsors to contribute, and they want to know, well, is anybody going to use it? And you can say, well, we've put in 1,000 hours of volunteer time.
And tweaking too, like a trail can be built and then you find, all right, it might need this type of feature, or there might be something that can be built there. There might be a better way for the trail to run. So, I mean, that's where the volunteers come in.
Without all these other guys that are here, building every single week, and not just on Thursdays. Some of these guys are here several days a week. You don't get awesome trails if you don't work on them sometimes. Somebody's got to do the work, and we just like to do it.
For myself, coming out to having fun with the guys, it's work on the trails for 2 or 3 hours, have a few beers, and it's a fun night out, and surprised and get a lot done each night that we come out.
I've come out quite often by myself, and I chop away, and it seems like I did a little bit type thing, but then when you get the group of 10 or 15 guys out, and for the same 2 hours, it's just, well, you got 30 hours suddenly. Getting out with nature is just such a stress reliever, and when you can have a nice trail system that takes you to beautiful lookouts and stuff, it just makes it that much more pleasurable.
I'm a strong believer in community and giving back to your community. Dauphin's been great to me. I grew up here and have a business here and raising a daughter here now. So to be able to give back in this way, to volunteer my time, it's easy to do, costs me nothing, to have a lasting impact. To me, that's it. I just want the satisfaction of knowing you created something that wasn't here before, that'll have a multi-generational impact on the community. Hopefully we get there.